Don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be a friend, you know he's gonna wake up someday in the morning. And feeling late, you ain't getting over him. I got him.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second annual Small LPStuber Awards ceremony. I'm so glad to see so many new faces here to celebrate with us this year. To nominate someone this year, they had to have been under 15,000 subscribers before the end of January. Some channels have since then surpassed that goal, but are still counted as they were nominated previously to their gain in subscribers. There were 8 categories to nominate someone in: Favorite LPStuber, Best Editor, Favorite Short Film, Favorite Series, Favorite Music Video, Favorite Multiple Editor Project, Most Relatable Skit, and Funniest Skit. Without further ado, let's begin the night with the community's favorite LPStuber. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In 5th place, with 9% of the vote, is July. In 4th place, with 15.5% of the vote, is LPS Lucy ZZ. In 3rd place, with 20.2% of the vote, is LPS Whiskers. In 2nd place, with 25.1% of the vote, is Oblivion LPS. And that leaves, for 1st place, with 30.2% of the vote, LPS Wires. Come on up. Oh.
We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Now, let's move on to Best Editor. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In 5th place, with 2.8% of the vote, is LPS Lilith TM. In 4th place, with 14.7% of the vote, is LPS Bella Bliss. In 3rd place, with 18.1% of the vote, is Kenzie Official. In second place, with 22.5% of the vote, is LPS Whiskers. And in first place with 41.9% of the vote is Snowy's Pet Shop. Come on up.
We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Next is Favorite Short Film. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In fifth place, with 3.9% of the vote, is The Killer Crab by Bert Powell 8. In fourth place, with 16% of the vote, is Mrs. Brooks' Blood Bakery by Tags LPS. In third place, with 22.5% of the vote, Bullying by Kells LPS. In second place, with 23.3% of the vote, is The Guardian Angel by Sugar Diamond. And finally, in first place, with 34.4% of the vote, Abby by Capiti House Productions. I don't think he really ever did care about me, though. At least not that much. Abby did. She never left my side. She was always there for me. Even when we fought about the dumbest things. And screamed that we hated each other, she would always come back. We were more than friends. We were sisters. Next, we have my personal favorite category to watch, Favorite Series. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In fifth place, with 6.7% of the vote, Power Pets by LPS Rania. In fourth place, with 14.7% of the vote, Jealousy Kills by LPS Brace. In third place, with 15% of the vote, Love Bites by Tabitha LPS. In second place, with 28.4% of the vote, 27 by LPS Courageous. And that leaves in first place, with 35.1% of the vote, Killer on the Loose by LPS Diamond Eyes. Come on up! Hi, I'm Nisha's sister. Oh, do you know where she is? Yeah, she couldn't come. She was sick today. But I'll tell her that she won. She'll be really excited about that. I hope your sister feels better. Thank you.
You say you're different than your friends, but you really aren't. Sure, you might get good grades and like that, but you still treat Emma just like the rest of your little group.
Well, I'm sorry you think I treat her like the things that my friend did to Emma was way worse than what I did. Actually, I think you're the worst of them all.
Next is favorite music video. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In fifth place, with 15.8% of the vote, is December by Melissa. In fourth place, with 16.5% of the vote, No Fight by Tabitha LPS. In third place, with 19.4% of the vote, is Get on Your Knees by Kenzie Official. In second place, with 22.7% of the vote, is Gateway Drug by Snowy's Pet Shop. And in first place, with 25.6% of the vote, Mark My Words by Capty LPS. Congratulations! Next is favorite multiple editor project. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In fifth place, with 12.1% of the vote, Rather Be by Melissa. In fourth place, with 15.5% of the vote, Inside Out by Littlest Studios. In third place, with 20.2% of the vote, Kiss the Sky by LPS Whiskers. In second place, with 21.2% of the vote, Back to You by Positive LPS. And in first place, with 31% of the vote, Take Me to Church by LPS Wires.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Offer me my deathless dead, good God, let me give you my life. If I'm a pagan of the good times, my love is the sunlight. Keep the God on my side, he demands a sacrifice. Bring the whole thing, get something shiny. Something meaty for the main course. That's the fine looking high horse. What you got in the stable? We've a lot of starving faithful.
Next is Most Relatable Skit. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In fourth place, with 9.3% of the vote, 10 Things I Hate About Halloween by Melissa. In third place, with 17.1% of the vote, is a tie between 5 Ways to Get Popular on YouTube by LPS Ocean Dreams and Caps Lock by Lila's LPS TV. In second place, with 26.6% of the vote, 5 Things That You Lie About to Yourself by Diamond LPS TV. And in first place, with 30% of the vote, Homework by LPS Sophie. Congratulations! Oh, I've seen that video. It's so funny and so true. It talks about how you procrastinate all the time. It's so relatable.
Right, okay, let's start writing. Right, I've wrote the title, I think I deserve a break. What lessons do I even have tomorrow? Oh my dog, I have history homework. I give up, I just give up. No, I'm just not gonna do it.
And finally, the last category of the night. Funniest Skit. Here are the nominees.
Take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
In fifth place, with 13.7% of the vote, is Salad Thief by LPS Vans. In fourth place, with 14% of the vote, Snowy's Cruise Ship Adventure by Tabitha LPS. In third place, with 15.2% of the vote, Plastic Sugary by LPS Lemon and Lime. In second place, with 24.5% of the vote, Nail Salon by LPS Whiskers. And in first place, with 32.6% of the vote, 3 Tips on How to Get Your Crush to Like You by LPS Pluto. Congratulations!
Number 1. Corny jokes. Is it hot in here or what?
Bruh, it's like 30 degrees outside.
I don't know why. I feel like it's like so hot in here. Oh, I know why now. It's because Jake is in the room.
Don't ever speak to me again.
Well guys, that's the end of our ceremony this year. I hope you all had a great year, because I definitely did. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Bye!
Take it slow.